Here we go. I love this topic because it's such a great eye-opener for men and women to realize that, yes, we are different fucking creatures in terms of what we desire in life, what makes us driven to do the things we do, and I think we get lost in our own thoughts and mind when it comes to partners, self-worth, confidence, and what it means to be attractive to one another. Now, women, have you ever been at the gym and you see these lads like just fully bulked up, shredded, and you're just like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you so big? Like, why are you training? Why are you injecting yourself with testosterone? Why are you so shredded? Like, I don't find that attractive. I just want someone athletic and maybe big arms or big chest. Like, why are you going to that next level? Men will typically get into health and fitness because we are such visual creatures and we love the way that women look, and through our rational mind we're just like, okay, so in order for me to get the girl, I need to look really good, therefore. And then that's how men really start their fitness and online their fitness and better aesthetics kind of journey. And then they soon learn that they get more attention from men. Oh my god, what do you do for this exercise? Oh, you're huge. Oh, you're shredded. Than women, because women are more attractive to behavioral traits and masculinity. And then, by the way, when I say women, I'm talking about women who are or very feminine people. Let's just put it that way: very feminine and very masculine. So for this argument, I'm just going to say women very feminine, men very masculine. Now, men, on the other hand, so let's take that example. So men will typically change their physical appearance to try and attract women instead of changing their behaviors and their success rates in their career, their passion, their confidence. Women do the exact same thing, but the opposite. So instead of realizing that, okay, yeah, men are visual, let's change the way I look, let's start looking more physically attractive, let's get the right curves and ratios in place so I can spark their attention. Women unconsciously, I think, do the opposite, where they're like, okay, I'm really attracted to his success, passion, confidence, and the career-driven mind that he's at. Let me go and earn more money. It's going to raise my value in the eyes of myself, himself, society, because that's what I find attractive. And I know I 100% get, like, that's not why you do it. You typically do it for a sense of belonging, career, self-worth. So this is you enhancing your socioeconomic status. There's a lot of factors behind it, but women get so stunned stopped in their tracks when they realize at one point in their life, when they've completed their masters or PhD, or they're in their 30s, early 30s, and they're just like, why can't I get a guy on my level? Why can't I get a guy who's up to my standards? Why can't I keep a guy? Because that's the thing, you can always hook up with each other. Guys will always come in and hook up and do the dirty, but getting them to stay, getting them to choose you, getting them to settle down, that's a completely different ball game. And I want to dive into it really briefly in this video, more of a tough love, wake the fuck up kind of video, just to reset and recalibrate what men find attractive versus what women find attractive. And I don't have to preach to you guys because you already know what you find attractive, but I just want to dive a little bit deep into it. So you can't read this, no doubt, just because it's on a whiteboard and I've got a microphone in front of us. But the first graph is, okay, woman's wealth, status, and education. So as that continues to rise throughout her life, and it typically goes in an exponential way, what you women or very feminine women people desire is typically someone who's of the same wealth, status, or socioeconomic level as you or greater. So you typically won't find educated, masters, PhD, whatever women dating Uber drivers. Like there has to be a threshold, and typically women don't want to date and be in a relationship with someone who earns less than them. And that comes to a matter of different reasons why. So, if I was to get pregnant, I can't rely on his income to support me, family, blah, blah, blah. So security, as well as like, it's almost a reflection of their level of passion and self-worth in those partners' eyes. So if they earn less, then they're less passionate, less drive, blah, blah, blah. And I know I've put a 95% here just because this is 95% of people. There's always going to be exceptions to the rules. We're not talking about the minority, we're talking about the majority. So let's just nip that in the butt straight away. I think we're pretty adult enough to realize, okay, I want a guy who earns more or the same amount as me, and he's passionate and he has the potential to earn more. Because with that comes those behavioral traits of confidence, protection, security is most likely desired by the women, and his socioeconomic level is only going to stay where it is or increase. So these are all these alpha kind of behavioral traits, or lack of beta male traits is what you're attracted to, right? So you'll say, I wish it'd be a six-figure earner, over 6 foot. What's the other 6? I'll come back to it. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, he doesn't need to be making 6 figures, he just needs to be making XYZ. Well, what I've come across recently is that we say that, but let's just say you were to ever get, say, pregnant, would you want the burden of responsibility for paying the substantial amount of bills while you're pregnant? Would you want them to fall on you? Or would you want to have the option to not have to work while you're pregnant, while you're raising your kids in the future? And if that was to happen, you'd need a partner who was earning as much to cover you, themselves, and the future child or family. So typically, wherever you live in the modern world, that's a minimum low 6-figure earner. Okay, that's what women typically desire in a partner. That's what you're really driven by. So typically that comes from men who are same age or up to 7 years older than you, or even more. Men, what do men find attractive? Men, I want you to completely disregard what women find attractive. Men are a different kettle of fish. We have up to 60 times the amount of testosterone as women do. So a woman with low testosterone versus a man with high testosterone, up to 60 times the amount of testosterone. Testosterone is our pursuit, drive, gets us a little bit aggressive, but it's our sexual hormone in our body, and we literally, it's been proven, we think about sex on average every 7 seconds of the day. Like it, we are obsessed by it. It's rooted in our our reptilian brain, in our brain stems. We just can't stop thinking about it. And I want you to completely reset, recalibrate on what men find attractive. I don't want you to think, they just want sex, blah, 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 blah. Men are extremely driven by and triggered deep in the recesses of our brains by fertility. And I know that sounds weird. You're probably thinking, oh, he's going to say tits, or he's going to say younger women, or fit, or bikinis, whatever. No, I want you to reset on everything you've kind of perceived. Men are obsessed with fertility. We can produce sperm late into our 60s. In our mating strategy, like, we're literally producing millions of sperm per day, whereas obviously women have 1 egg per month up until post menopause. So men, our reptilian brains deep in the recesses of our minds, we just want to get our DNA out there. And as long as the woman who we're attracted to is fertile, looks fertile, we'll bang it, we'll hook up with her. But who will we want to keep as a partner? Now, this is a pivotal little tough love moment for us, for you. And while we're on this video here, I've done another little graph here. So this is a man's wealth and status versus his partner's looks, health, and ability to replenish his like energy levels. So what I mean by that is that it's not draining his energy levels, not complaining, not combative. Like, is the partner I'm with able? Do I feel like I've got more energy after being with them, or is it work being with that partner? That's what I mean by being replenished. So the reason why I've got this graph here, it's quite different to the women's graph, is because men on a whole, in terms of long-term relationship goals and what we want in life, we just typically want someone who's healthy first and foremost. So someone who can, and what do I mean by healthy is the markers of fertility, and that is typically smaller waist, wider hips, big tits. So we're talking about the markers of fertility, and then in with that comes age. And it's not a conscious thought. It's not like we're like, I don't want to be with someone in our 40s. I don't want to be with someone in our 50s. I don't want to be with someone in their 60s. No, I just want someone who's healthy. Like, that's what you've got to flip that switch with it. Men don't make these conscious decisions to be like, I want a girl in her 20s. No, men make the conscious decision. No, men make the unconscious decision. I want to be with someone who's healthy as fuck. So biologically healthy. And when I say healthy, I mean like reproductive health, which peaks for women in their 20s. That's it. There's no malice in it. Like, our brains are just wired to be, okay, I just want someone who's biologically healthy. And then like, say we have a partner who's biologically healthy. Okay, now we filtered out people who don't appear to be biologically healthy. Now, what are her wifey traits? Like, now, am I drained by being with them? Am I stressed by being with them? Is it work? Is it a chore to be with this person, to have a conversation with this person? Or am I replenished, restored, loving life, driven to get the most out of life by being with this person? Like, do they have good motherly traits? Can I see this person being like someone who would go the end, like hell and back, to protect, provide, and look after future kids? And this isn't conscious, remember, this is subconscious. This is underneath the level of awareness. This is literally how men think, because where women like love and desire and attracted by protection, security, passion, desire, socioeconomic level, wealth, confidence, those are all benchmarks of, I guess, masculinity, and the absence of being like a beta male, like a little simp kind of man. You just don't want those traits. You want the other traits, because that's typically how you want your future sons to be. Starting to get what I'm saying? So men on this this reptilian brain level, they want their future offspring to be healthy, desired, and to pass on their genes, their DNA. This is all just underneath the level of consciousness. So again, where women are like, your partner, your version of the partner's trophy is like, oh, all these girls kind of wanted him, but he chose me. Whereas men are like, all these men wanted her, but I got her. There's subtle little differences. And obviously, again, it sparks for 95% of the population and outcomes. You might have anecdotal experience where you've seen the opposite. There's always going to be those outliers, but I just want you to realize that no matter what wealth or status a man's will increase throughout his lifetime, he's always going to want someone who's highly above this little threshold of health, good looks, and the ability to not stress him out. That's it. So it doesn't matter about, from a man's perspective, a woman's ability to make money, a woman's ability to have a degree. That's what women typically find attractive in men. It's not the opposite way around. And that's how we're wired differently. Now, hopefully this isn't too much of a shock of the system, but I want you to take this. The reason why I wanted to bring this and add this into the course is because now that you have a more thorough understanding of what men typically find attractive, and if you ever show this video to a man to see if he agrees or not, and he's like, that's not true, I need a girl who needs to be passionate and career driven and blah 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 blah, those men typically are either a little bit like, they're trying to see women as a reflection of themselves, so they're doing what you might have been doing, or there might be virtue signaling, so trying to look better in the eyes of you to potentially get with you a little bit more, and they don't want to disrupt it or tell you the truth. Because that's the thing, like this whole video is telling you what you need to know, not what you want to hear. Now, where does that leave us? Because obviously this is the booty building challenge. This is something that's highly driven by aesthetics and health. Again, men are attracted to biological health, and that comes in the form of lowering body weight, so body fat percentage, and looking like you're becoming healthier. So where a woman might see a man's career and income potential, it could rise. This guy's driven, he's passionate, he's confident. I reckon that could increase with time. Men can also see that with women. So I want you to take this little tough love video module and just realize that, okay, the men or masculine partners in my life, to increase my attraction with them, to them, I just need to look and become healthier. That's it. You don't have to drop everything and be like, oh, I need to become a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 in physical looks. I need to have the perfect proportions. I need to get Botox surgery, boob job, whatever the is trending on social media right now. No, let's strip it right back. Start looking, becoming, and feeling healthier. that's what's going to spark a change in aesthetics and emotions and overall health. Typically, we want women. We typically the best kind of range for body fat percentage is between like 19% body fat all the way up to 30% body fat. Like a good middle room is smack bang in the middle to be aiming for. All depends, I guess, on where you hold your weight and whatnot. And obviously, again, like there's always those exceptions that women will bring up, like, oh, well, I know guys who have fetishes with really overweight BBWs, so big, beautiful women. Like, yes, there are outliers, but it's not the majority. Like, we're attracted to those kind of body fat percentages, kind of regardless of age. But again, let's just not virtue signal to yourselves. I don't want to lie to you. And again, like, I know there's a lot of women in this course who have kids and you have the baby weight and whatnot. You guys are, I guess, in a different ballpark, because men will typically love, and men have this loyalty gene, I guess, if you put it that way. And they're bound by duty to stick with you. You're the mother of their kids. So there's, I guess, less pressure and less necessity for you to improve your physical appearance, because you have such a loyal, duty-bound man. But I'm not going to lie to you and say that don't worry about your looks, don't worry about your health. Your partner or the father of your kids, he would love to have both. And we all know this. This isn't new information. So for my clients out there, or people going through the course, either the 30 to 90 day course, who do have kids, do have that baby weight, maybe never lost it for that period of time, take this video with a grain of salt, and just know that anything extra that you do as a mother of his kids in terms of improving your health and therefore physical appearance, for you, for your kids, for him, as a family, it's only going to like multiply his, I guess, love and respect for yourself. If you find this interesting, this video, this type of content, this dating related content, let me know. Shoot me a DM, or maybe post it up in the Facebook group. I really love talking about this, because again, there's such a disconnect in society. And let's leave it there today with this little tough love module. I hope you got a little bit out of this, and hopefully it just gives you a bit more of a drive and incentive to put your health, your physical image, like, as a priority in your life, because it's not only going to affect you, it's not only going to affect your partner, it's going to affect your future family and those you love around you already, so your friends and family, future acquaintances, your work life and schedule. Like, men and women are dominated by physical beauty in terms of having these biases, but it's just not politically correct to talk about it and admit it. So this is me bringing it up in a health and fitness, weight loss, weight gain course, and I hope you appreciate, I guess, the honesty, because this is the thing. This isn't a video made out of spite. This isn't a video made out of difference of opinion. I'm telling you, this is the way men think deep down in their core. And it's not even the way they think, it's the way we're programmed. And if I can give you that little tough love, little hint of truth, it's going to only not, it's going to improve the way you see, function, and perceive those around you, and how you can use this information to your advantage. Like, you're literally a few months away from a body transformation, and if we stick and build up the high quality habits that this program is designed to do, like, it's going to be inevitable that you're going to have this massive body and mindset and lifestyle transformation. So yeah, cool. I enjoy these types of videos, and let's get on to the next one. I probably recommend just sinking in. don't have to rush through all the tough love module at once. Yeah, let's use this information and motivation to our advantage, rather than being hindered and attacked and defeated or deflated by this information. Use it to your advantage. Don't wish for things to be different and easier. Get better, push harder, get results, get disciplined, and yeah, let's kill it in this challenge. So cheers, till next time.